Hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good one. Oh shoot. Oh wait, no. Hang on. Good night. Oh. No. Where you at? I'm like, oh, I'm going to get a message from somebody on Discord because I sent them a thing. They don't want the sound. Anyway. Yeah, so I just want to play some Star Citizen. I haven't had the best of experience today and yesterday, but like some bugs have happened. I am extremely shy on cashola, on creds, but I'll tell you what, it's okay. But it is okay. But we'll have to see how things play out. So, one thing I have noticed is that this mission, in particular, does have a tendency, the scanning has a tendency to just not work, which is fun. And honestly, I don't know what to tell you. It's not like, I don't know why it doesn't work, but I'm pretty confident that I can do these missions and enjoy them. There are some things that need to be said. I don't know. CAG is not really balancing the Wicklow stuff very well, and I think actually people are starting to genuinely just flat out not enjoy it. For what I would say is actually very valid. Mainly the reason being that, okay, so Wicklow, like, the amount of ships that you can get from Wicklow is increasing, but that means that the chances of you getting a specific thing is gonna go down. So there's just more RNG, and like, this is a really bad system that, like, you know, like, if you're trading with the dude, I'm fine with like random chance for some things, especially like if we're gonna be realistic, the like very hungry thing where you can just get weapons, that's really cheap for weapons. And I just did the thing with where you give him 5 mining gadgets, and oh my god, that was like, I got a custodian and 20 mags, and that's like, that is, dude, that is so not worth it. Which is hilarious. Oh jeez. Oh my god, this is not going well. Maybe I should try some maneuvers. Oh, don't do this. I say don't do this because I know exactly what's gonna happen. Is that when this dude spirals out into the distance and is lost forever to the void, it's not gonna count him as dead. Would you believe me if I told you I actually really enjoyed fighting a saber? Good lord. Oh my god. Game? Game. Oh. Oh no, I do have my... You know, I genuinely did not have my radar before. What's... Was that not on radar, or was I just... Am I just a derp? Ooh, that's nice. There we go. Oh, I do have new coordinates. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I will say that, you know, I do have this mixed energy cannon and distortion cannon thing. I know distortion cannons aren't really necessarily super great right now. I still want to try it. I also, okay, and if there are any problems with these missions, I do love the concept of them. I am thinking, well, I don't know. I am thinking that my opinion of the Reliant has not changed, will not change. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Search area is just nothing happening. That's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna... I don't know if we're going to, you know, just be using the Reliant today, because I did get the Star Lancer on Sunday. And I do kind of want to make some money with that. This is terrifying. Alright, so these ones, So, in my experience, the ones... The ones that are friendly that you need to scan, you just have to try. And it seems like scanning, it seems like it's more a problem with scanning than the missions. Sometimes it just wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. And I can't really, I think genuinely leave the area and come back is the answer that I've come up with. Although, yeah. Like, I mean, this is a not friendly thing, but you can see that I'm unable to scan it. Now it's a target, so it's... So that's fun. But the thing is that when you update one objective, the other ones are hidden from you, which is unfortunate. I think I might have also had some luck just maneuvering the scan thing around, but that doesn't seem to be thing. And I don't know. I would imagine that turning the scanner off and on or going in and out of scan mode could also do it. But it doesn't feel like it actually is doing anything. And I'm hitting the left button, which should do a scan. It's not scanning, so I'm literally just going to, you know, move. And then move back. I don't know what distance is necessary, but... And I don't know, it could be, for all I know, it could be a combination of things. Also seems like literally just waiting is also a thing that works, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because, yeah. But it should be like a tan or yellow outline. Hello, Ofer. This purple outline means it is detecting it, but it is not scannable. It's a real shame too. I don't know if this is bugged. Again, I think this is scanning gameplay being bugged and not the mission in particular. Because I was trying to scan an asteroid and I didn't get anything. Ah. Well, let's just wait here for a minute. Jeez. Sorry. Now I'm just on Reddit waiting for this. And yeah, I oh. I think it could be like the angle. I'm looking at it. Looking at it. I don't know. Hmm. There's nothing super interesting on the Star Citizen subreddit. Oh, hello, Solar. Let's see. I'm gonna sneeze in a minute. I apologize. I said a minute. It was perhaps 3 seconds. So I was not I did not adequately prepare. Thank you, Rofer. Okay. Let's see. Let's turn the radar off. Turn the radar on. I do have to try the lower tier missions just to see if this is still an issue. It is, I don't know, isn't it kind of annoying though? Like, I don't know. Cause like this objective is literally just go to a place and click a button. And even when it's just go to this place and click a button, somehow it is also broken. Like, I don't know, scanning gameplay in my mind would be more interesting if it was like, oh, you know, scan this area and detect things. I mean, I guess I'm just not clicking it hard enough because just nothing's happening. I don't know. Wouldn't it be interesting if it was like, oh, you have to go here. There's like 5 things. There's like 5 things you gotta scan, or 5 things we think need to be scanned or whatever. And you gotta just go and find them. There we go. Oh. I don't know how long that was, but that was probably at least 5 minutes of me just looking at that thing, waiting for it to scan. There's always something. It's always, without fail, it is always something. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're gonna be here for a while. So, Solar, I saw you playing Roadcraft. How about them roads? Them island roads? No, wait. No, it's the other way around, right? Yeah. Good. I don't know if I can't remember. It might not have been called Roadcraft, but there was a game that was just about building roads, and I was like, you know, actually that does seem kind of cool. It is literally just like a sandbox game to the most literal interpretation of a sandbox game. How forgiving is it for the scan range here? It's kind of odd, actually. Well, also... Oh, Rofer. Well, while I contemplate the meaning of existence here... So, Solar, have you seen the roadmap update? 4.2 might be the Valcar. I'm not 100% sure, because I think on the roadmap there is a global event and a sandbox activity. I mean, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably a Valcar. That probably makes sense. What else? What else? And I don't know. I'm kind of suspecting that there might be a... You know the gameplay demo from 2019's CitizenCon? Where there's somebody who breaks into a facility on Microtech, steals some data, and then goes to Pyro. Or goes through the gate. I think basically that mission might be actually coming out as a sort of but I don't know, that might be the sandbox activity for all I know. I don't know. I think it's like there's a facility and you need to like get an access card and then go to the facility with that access card. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that is the case. I also don't know. This could be... The way this could work, I mean, it could, like, there could be some weird thing bugging out about the position I'm looking at it. It could be, like, every time I look at it, there's a, 10% chance that it's going to be scannable. I mean, it should just be scannable. And if I were to go and find an asteroid... A mineable something... Are there really... Oh, hang on. Yeah, we got a rock here. And my inability to scan this is gonna be exactly the same sort of deal. Where it's just got the purple outline. It doesn't actually have the yellow thing, so I can't actually scan it. But yeah. I'm also, I don't know. They mentioned before. Well, oh yeah, I was looking back at the CitizenCon demo where they were talking about about Starware and all of the outfits. And like I know I've mentioned it before, and I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but they showed a bunch of armors, and they were like, okay, so specifically, the armor sets that we have shown off today are like really like focused, super good ones that you have to earn in game. You can't just buy them, and you can't buy them on the store. I don't know, I can't remember exactly what their words were, but specifically it was amongst other things, there was the Mirai flight suit and the tracker armor, the Antium armor, and like, I don't know, the flights, and maybe, I don't know, I mean, they're allowed to change their minds, I guess, but also like, I don't know, it just seems really cheap just to be like, oh, here's something you have to earn in game. Actually, screw it, you can just buy it. So like, eh. It's kind of a shame because I don't think I saw anybody really like. I think the flight suits came out first, and nobody cared. Which maybe gave them the the cojones to try it with something larger like the flight blades. If I can have a little bit of conspiratorial thought here. As I just try and... This is the last objective for this mission. I'm literally gonna go and scan this stupid thing. I'm gonna, like, it's gonna have taken like 15 minutes longer than it should have, just because there's one aspect, which is, in my mind, this is really dumb. I don't know what the green is. Is the green, like, it refreshing the item? Or is it, I guess, the ping? Hey, Misty. How's it going? You got your misc ship, and I got my misc ship. Yep, scan the object. I'm on the verge of wanting to scan it with bullets, but, or projectiles. But, yeah. I'm doing alright, actually. It's just like, I have now discovered that these missions do not really, this scan target does not really want to work. Oh. Sorry to say, Zuzu, but I have consumed all of my cheese. There is none left to be consumed. Listen. Half raccoon. I'll eat anything. Cheddar, brie, Gouda. Especially Gouda. Oh. Damn. Well. Yeah, I guess that's fair. A little nom. A little ear nom. I think that literally the only thing I can actually do if I don't want to abandon this mission is I literally just have to wait. Nah, I was like, The tack would be interesting, but but I don't really need to go super crazy with it. I'll just fly around the max. I need to do some cargo runs and get the money back. So, you know. It's I really do want to use the tack though. But it also, I mean, it is overkill. For 1 or 2 or 3 people. Like, it's definitely a good... Okay, maybe not overkill, but just like... I mean, you got... What? You got the pilot, you got 2 4-gunners, and... You know, just to future-proof it, I'll throw in an engineer. That's 6 people. And then, you know, you have 1, potentially 2, but we'll just say 1 snub pilot, so 7. And I mean, maybe an engineer could double as a turret gunner, in all fairness, right? So, we could say... For the sake of argument, that what, 6 people, and I mean, like the drops. Well, the drop seat. How many drop seats are there in the TAC? I don't know. I want to say 8, but I actually have genuinely no idea. There's a part of me that wants to say, well, you know, really those. Any, you know, Marines or, you know, soldiers in the drop seats. I mean, at that point, they're more cargo than crew, but also, like, they do actually have to be real people, so, you know. So, like, max crew ends up being, like, what? Yeah, I don't know. Like 16, 17 people, maybe? Minimum crew being like... Minimum crew to have everything maxed out is... And again, don't get me wrong. Like, the TAC and the idea of the TAC, I love it. I absolutely love it. When I look at it, I think of the Serenity from Firefly, and I'm like, that, like, That's the dream right there. But it's, you know. Definitely a thing. I should look. I found an issue council report about the scanning. And they said there was no workarounds, but clearly, there kind of is, and that you can just fucking wait. Actually, let's find the mining base. Just gonna fly in this direction. And it is a real shame, because I do like these missions. But... yeah. I mentioned it earlier, but, you know, it's also... I really wish the Wicklow... the Wicklow thing was better. Because, like... you need, like, 1,000 script in order to get a chance at a small ship. And I don't know if the small ship is even something I'm actually interested in. I'd have to check, but... like, and I know that, you know, there are more... you know, you do get more for the higher tier missions, but, like, God... There's a lot of script for one thing. Okay. If I just need to wait... Oh, do I still need to have my freaking landing gear down? No, I don't. Right, okay, yeah. No, they fixed that. They fixed that. Also, I do have my helmet on. Okay, I was eating some munchies earlier. Oh, you don't eat munchies, you get the munchies. Right. Whoa! Oh, right! I completely forgot that these things had gravity. But no, I have seen this before, actually. Try waiting to get kicked, didn't work. Can't log in? That's a good question. I mean, in my experience, well, I don't know. In my experience, when I've had that issue, what I've done is just... and, I mean, this feels like a real interesting answer, but literally just, like, restarting my computer. That seems like... oftentimes... an issue that I have, or that I end up having. Can log in, can launch SC, but can't join a server. Okay, I don't know actually if restarting computer would do that. Would help with that. And it might be worth a shot, but also, yeah, that seems, yeah, I don't know. Is there an error code? Because, I mean, there are some times where that happens, and it's just like, the best thing you can do, really, is just basically, just wait it out. Just, hopefully it's a problem that'll fix itself, but... Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Also, welcome back, Zuzu. I hope you enjoyed nomming my ear. Oh yeah, Twitch does that. You know what, in all fairness, I do have one slice of mushroom anchovy olive pizza that does, I suppose, have cheese on it. If you'd like that. I don't know what I should do besides not take this mission again. I was looking at... Anchovies are very salty. Like, if it was like a paste that was more evenly spread on the pizza, it would definitely be better. But as it stands, like, yeah, I like it. It's not, like, it could be better. But, it's not bad. Not bad. Come on. Come on, you want to scan this thing, right? Come on. I will say that I did get a crime stat doing an 890 mission because I don't know what it was exactly. I think I think I threw a grenade and I think that triggered it. Then I failed the mission, and then when I was attacking the NPCs, I was getting additional crime stats for aggravated assault. And even though they're fucking pirates. Got a correction from the friend. What happens when in-game, if we get in, is that right off the bat we have no access to our inventory, and after 5 or so minutes can't interact with anything. Ooh. Actually, speaking of, so when that 890 mission happened and I got the crime stat, I logged off, got back on, and first thing I did, I went to the medical center, and when I got into bed, it basically said that like my account didn't have authorization. I guess it's probably not the same thing. Let me scroll through chat here real quick. Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, I am not the most technically minded. But yeah, CAG support would be good. Contacting them. Yeah, I don't know. It would be kind of nice if well, I don't know. It wouldn't be nice. But I don't know. I just remember CAG at some point when they were talking about the whole, hey, we're going to do content and bug fixing over features, and they were like, you know, some of us are in stream, are watching a stream, and people are just like trying to enjoy the game, but like, you know, falling through the planet for the 5th time in 20 minutes. And it's like, nobody wants that. I was thinking about this as a little example of, hey, we need to fix things. Oh, did I don't know if I... Yeah, they also have, another 4.2 thing is the Volt Prism Shotgun. Well, okay, I have a few thoughts about it. For one thing, so Volt, like, the entire reason that Volt exists is that they, like, their weapons are the only weapons in the universe that have this whole heat mechanic. And, like, I mean, it's not necessarily a terrible thing, but it's just like, I don't know. It'd be nice to see other companies also do something similar, and have Volt make something that's a little bit... Have Volt make something that is normal. And doesn't necessarily need to be Volt. But I'm just saying that their original brief on Galactopedia did not mention them having some unique fire mode that's nobody else in the universe has. Oh, and specifically the shotgun is the amount of pellets increases the hotter it gets. Which I guess theoretically means more damage in a tighter group. Or from a longer range, it means more chances to hit. Although I don't know what the range is going to be. It might be sort of artificially capped. Which is the vibe that I get with the quartz. And probably is the case with the parallax, but it's a little bit more forgiving. I think the distance thing might be the way to go with this. The leaving and coming back to scan. Oh, I also, right before stream, I did go to an OLP, and there were actually NPCs there, and it was actually fun. I could not get any loot because the printers were cooling down and they had like 30 minutes on them. And the big boss, I didn't find them. So I couldn't get the supervisor key or the whatever it was. But in spite of that, I did survive. And it was fun, even though it could have been better. More productive. I really do wish that they would, like, make the loot for everywhere else a little bit more meaningful. I mean, I guess there's a few ways to do that. Because at some point, the parallax and all the vault weapons are going to feel like old news. They're going to feel like they're just, the roster. Just a part of the roster. Don't have anything to do with, Also, I know I said that I was going to, like, just try leaving and coming back and seeing if that worked, and then I guess, yeah, I don't know if I can leave and then come back, actually, like, quantum away and quantum back, but I could try that. Are you gonna say this is too close? Fair enough. What do you mean I don't have enough fuel? What? Okay, I am relatively low on fuel, but not that low. I mean, there's also the chance that I just fail the mission. Which, okay. It's honestly kind of surprising to me how relaxed they are about that sort of thing, of just like, you can die, get regen at the... You can die, regen at a hospital. You know, you could regen, I think, in a different system, right? And you can still have that mission. I'm expecting that it's not really like distance. Possibly if it's like having to unload and load the satellite back. I don't know. Come on, baby. Come on. And don't do this to me. You want to be scanned. You want to be scanned. Come on. Good lord. What? Oh my god. Have I even done a single mission? I'm not even sure. Because this is a thing that literally just takes this long. I don't even know, dude. Part of me wants to rage out like, oh god, CRG, what are you doing? What the fuck is this? But else is like, eh. It is a bit goofy though. It's just like, hey. In all fairness, I mean, this is new. Like, if it's not fixed by whatever the next patch is, 4.1.2 or 4.2, whatever it may be. That's when we have an actual issue. That's when you have a real tangible issue. I also need to work on my tracking. That's not the right button. Like, yeah. That's one of the things, I mean, like, it feels like I do just lose FPS when I'm in dogfight combat, but, like, at the same time, I think my like, tracking skill is something I don't know. Did I even? No, I did. Yeah, I did some combat an hour ago. 30 minutes ago. Okay, I think the only thing I haven't tried is turning the radar off and on. But it also seems like it's a combat. I mean, if I get results now, it's a combination of things. Nice. What contracts do we have? I know I've done a few missions today. Oh, wow, okay. I haven't done as many as I thought. I guess I'll have to try the ambush. I was like, especially because it only gives one script. But, maybe we go and do this. We'll give it one more go. If this doesn't scan, then we'll go and, do the ambush, and then we'll come back and do this. I feel like the ambush probably is gonna... It's probably gonna be more efficient, actually. Honestly. You know, is this bar 100% filled? I'm not sure if it's... No, it looks 100% filled. And if it wasn't, it's extremely difficult to discern if it is or isn't. Okay. We'll come back to it. Oh my... Oh no, it's at Walla. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, we have a name for it now. Okay. So if I remember correctly, it was... You had to go to a location, you had to turn your ship off, and wait for the enemy to show up. Although, that being said, it doesn't really make sense, since... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I could be failing this. Well, targeting them... Oh, we have to go into the bubble. Hope everyone's to be Hope everyone is ready to be bubbled. Lights off. I'm 100% getting shot at. Well, hang on. The game feeling like it's going to implode is not doing my confidence. Is that a fucking Polaris? Well, that doesn't seem right. I think I failed. I think I failed miserably. Did I not? Okay, Well, I'm not taking on a goddamn Polaris. Oh, geez. And my power is fine. My fire rate seems kind of sluggish. Well. Would appear that I've made that mistakes might have been made. Jesus! I'm glad I was able to stare my death in the face. But goddamn! I can easily run away, by the way. I want to take out this Rambler. Oh, that's bad! What do you mean insufficient fuel? Jesus, shut the fuck up. Well, that didn't go very well. I also can't wait for, you know... Oh no. More options for boarding to be a thing. I would love to get some mission, and this might not be a thing you get very often on the legal side of things, although we'll have to see. Where you have to board an enemy ship. I would love, like, I don't know. I would love to just go on board a goddamn, to stealth my way onto an Idris and just silently, maybe not so silently, but you know, take out the entire crew. Probably not solo, but possibly solo. But can we just be fucking real that like I just looked at an NPC Polaris try and take me out. And and my shields held for like 2 rounds. My shields held for 2 rounds. I have taken damage but have not actually, you know, been destroyed. I'm not completing this mission. This is just not happening. It's time to accept my fate. Exiting combat mode. I'll take another mission though. I'll take another one of the patrol missions. I'll take the lower level one. See A to see if that's bugged, and B, I think I might have some salvage tools on me so I can try and repair my ship, but I will say though, I am still wondering where these are very thick clouds. Are these? Okay, yeah, no, they're just the old clouds. Okay, cool. I was like, this seems very thick. Like, I don't know. Put the landing gear down too early, that's fine. Oh, I will say I did enjoy shooting at targets with this thing, which I was really not expecting to. Because this has really good, the guns are really good, but they're extremely off-center. I think there's just that one dude. which is okay. Oh, you know, also, like, just the way that the loot is, you know, is laid out in the, you know, on all the orbital, uh, and the Hathor stuff. Like, it's just so much better. It's just ludicrously better. It's like, it would be lovely if they just, I don't know. Like, I was kind of on of the opinion, like, oh, they gotta keep they can't just get rid of the bunkers. It'd be terrible. And now I'm like, you know, there's still stuff they can do with the bunkers, but also they actually have to do the stuff with the bunkers. You know, they can't just not do anything. Which, to be honest, is kind of what it feels like they're doing. Nothing. For a second, I thought that was a railgun, and I was like, oh my god, that doesn't seem right. And it wasn't right. Also, I need to drink, but that's... Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Okay, I need a instant replay on that last shot. Okay, that... I was definitely aiming correctly. Yeah. I don't know. This is nice, but it is very close range. Or it does feel like it's very close range. Gives the sense that it is not effective at longer distances. Do you immediately die if you run out of hydration? I feel like you probably don't. Also appears there's not really a lot of loot though. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I guess we can store that, take that. Dual wield the snippers. Also seems like the game does not want to recognize my Reliant as actually being a ship. So I kind of want to go to Arc L1, but you know what? We're gonna go to Bikini Point because I know where the nearest water is to whet my whistle. And from there, we can make things work. Either it doesn't want to accept that my Reliant is a ship, or it, or somehow I keep landing incorrectly. I don't know how that's possible. It's kind of funny also. First time I was flying this, my Reliant out, I ran around, got all the components I wanted. It was an ordeal, but I did it. And I was like, oh man, okay, super excited. We're finally gonna, fly the Reliant of my dreams. And then, for some reason it was just like, yeah, so, it just defaulted to not putting any power in my quantum drive. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I did not move the... Whoa, I don't know what's going on. Okay, Bikini Point. I hate it when it does this. I have no idea. Okay, Bikini Point is there. Cool. Brr. Brr. Holy jeez. Does seem like I haven't been getting the ATCs as much. Just because my character's dying of dehydration doesn't mean I have to be. How long has it been? When was I streaming Deus Ex? The original Deus Ex. That is very fast for... I hit the fucking landing gear button. Why is my landing gear not down? Oh, this is... Oh, come on. Sorry, I just have my air conditioning going and like... I'm sure I mentioned that it's got a smell, which probably isn't good. It does remind me of... specifically of Deus Ex. Is, interesting, to say the least. Oh, I did have an energy drink on me this whole time. What a goober I am. This... Ooh, Copperhead. Also, if the game will allow, we will deposit this. Okay, hit the button to take my helmet off. The game now is running like absolute ass. I don't have my helmet off. Uh, uh... We will definitely be going into a different server. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening? Why? Why? Is there... Okay. It has to be, like, I don't know, it's gotta be the server. It could just be Bikini Point. Wow, okay. Everything's taking a hot minute here. That's lovely. Absolutely. Sorry. Wow! Jeez, Star Citizen. I'm like... Just Alt F4 out at this point? Good lord. It could not be a stream named after because of the Reliant and not be a little bit off. Retrieve? Okay. Earn 21 rewards. Access them at Wicklow Emporium Cello Station Freight Elevator. Oh my god. I don't know what retrieve, what that meant, but I guess maybe we'll find out, maybe we won't. Doot. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh. Let's see, what other things were there? Oh, I think CIG did not have any... They didn't add any redacted. Let me make sure I'm on the actual Star Citizen subreddit if I'm going to try and find this thing. Ooh, any help with lag? Oh, wow. Okay, that's... When was this? This was 19 minutes ago. Okay. There's one comment. And OP being like, hey, yeah, this is a nice thing. Wow. Guess it's good that there's a lot of activity. Activity. I guess it's probably a good thing that there's a lot of activity on the subreddit, but I can't find a official, a post about the official roadmap update. Oh, no, don't do... Oh, come on! This shit again! That happens like every fucking time with the hanger. Not every fucking time, but... It's happened to many a time. I'm gonna actually get up and stretch while it's loading. That might be a good idea. Okay. That's not the quote. Quote would be, activity. Heh. Activity. That would be the quote. Maybe that's not completely accurate. Alright, elevator. Where the thing is, it'll load the exterior, and then when you walk out, it'll just not be there. Either that, or I'm just a complete fucking moron. Oh, wow. Okay, at least I'm not dying now. Kind of. I don't know if the cargo center would be faster. No, it probably would be. Oh, jeez. At least it seems like it's server issues and not me issues. Sorry, I just saw, like, there was one comment about, like, you know, the one comment on that, oh, Star Citizen is really lagging. It was just, maybe you're overheating? So, I know you can also set an amount of virtual memory, and maybe I should just up that. I don't know what my... I don't know what it currently is for me. Oh, only the cheapest of nudes. And throw in the water bottle back into the working area of the restaurant. Lovely. Yep. I don't know if it was just... I don't know if it was... I guess it was probably just OBS, but that line came in as, I always do my best to throw it at the employee. It's also fair. Alright, now that I'm on my third box of nudes... I was trying to think of a way to describe them as bendy, saucy, warm. Delicious. Absolutely invigorating smell. Tastes like heaven. We're gonna take a soda for the road. Full of sodium. Full of sodium. It's true. It's true. Strong Boolean flavor. Much nutrition. These lag spikes are very unfortunate. Why I try to do all my stuff at Argyle 1. Oh, what else was there? Is there anything else on the roadmap? I know there was the Sterling suit, which is just radiation armor. Which is, something. Is something, but not a lot of something. I mean, I guess it also, you know, means that there's radiation, which is, in all fairness, is something. And that is a decent amount of something. Let's see. Before we go on rambunctious adventures, oh, you know, I will also say, I was, again, I did do Wicklow. I spent the 70,000 credits on, I spent the 70,000 credits on 5 sabers so that I could, do the thing, and then I got a custodian and 20 mags, which, a brimstone custodian, which is not worth 70k at all. But you know, it be how it be. Okay, so alright, so new creatures, adding multiple new creatures to the verse. Oh, multiple. I missed that small detail. New hairstyles, which, you know, is always nice. Radiation, implementing dangerous radiation zones in specific locations, forcing players to adapt with specialized gear and strategic navigation. ASD Research Facility, strategically located on Pyro 1, associated science and development facilities that provide essential infrastructure and sandbox gameplay opportunities for planetary operations. Okay. It's a lot of fancy words, and I don't know quite what to make of it. ASD Data Center, strategically placed on Pyro 4, associated science and development data centers are providing key infrastructure and sandbox gameplay opportunities for planetary operations. Sandbox activity, adding a sandbox activity, utilizing gameplay mechanics and vehicles to tell new stories in the verse. I don't know. Of all the ones, I'm trying to think, because, I mean, that's kind of vague as hell. If there's anything that's like, yeah, they probably, like, I don't know. I mean, like, how do you plan on using vehicles for that? Is the real question. Just grabbing my SMG real quick. Also gonna make sure I'm nice and topped up on ammunition. Okay, and then the more interesting thing, the Argo Atlas IKTI. Adding the Argo Atlas IKTI is a versatile new combat vehicle developed for upcoming challenges, ready to prove its value in an upcoming new sandbox activity. Oh, okay. Alright. I mean, that's like... I mean, like... I still need to know, because it just doesn't seem right that Argo would make a combat mech, and that the way they would do it, in an official capacity, is to take their cargo loader and just add some armor plating onto it that isn't even, like, fully enclosed. I don't know. I'm just saying. It seems a little bit goofy. Oh. Excuse me. Good lord. Oh my god, I'm tired. Okay. Landing gear off. Landing gear up, excuse me. Gotta go and reset all of these. Actually, I'm sorry. I do want the Omni Skies. I think I'm still in an armistice. Cool. Bruh. Yeah, that's a fair response. Me. Routine patrol. Am I moving? I am moving. I should not be drifting through space. Oh my sweet Christ.
Thanks for taking the contract. Make sure to gear up before you head out on patrol. Always pays to be prepared when you're not sure what you'll run into out there. Hey, it's Walton with Foxwell. Courtesy reminder to not head out on patrol without getting geared up. Seems too wild out there lately.
I'm glad that it's just the routine missions that he seems to get on your case.
Running a scan. Maintain your position.
Continue search. Okay. Oh, we got an eclipsed sun. That's always cool.
Nothing on the scope.
I'm sorry, is this just a sheer rock?
Clean.
Lovely.
Hey, I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm gonna do a deeper scan. Stand by. Oh no. Get ready. There's company coming your way.
Alright. Got yourselves the cutter. Oh, jeez.
Looks like you're clear. Scans are clear of targets.
I'm a little surprised that took quite as long as it did.
We're clear here.
You know, I have to know. I gotta know. Do you have any cargo? Seems like none of these ships have cargo, and it seems like a little bit of a damn shame. Oh, I also forgot to fold into combat mode. Oh well. Also seems slightly better. Oh, yep, Ma's ready to eat meal. That isn't so ready to eat. I mean, we got components. Oh. Am I just grabbing the entire ship? Hmm. Ooh, a foxfire? Hey, if I could take that, that'd be nice. I think a foxfire is the grade A competition component. Where in the hell? Okay. I hope I'm right about the foxfire, but I could be wrong. Also nice to know. It could be that, because I know I have the light fire, I think. Yeah. Or something. And I'm pretty sure I was just like, I could go and get a foxfire, or I could just go with whatever the hell I have. That's like, you know, you can get at Bajini Point. And just much faster that way, so it's like, eh. Also, I'm almost goddamn... I'm halfway through my soda. I need to pace myself better. Jesus Christ. Alright, for one thing, where the fuck is this ship?
That's the client. Do whatever you have to do to keep them safe.
Now, what the fuck do you mean the client?
All channels! I'm under attack! Please, if you hear this, help me!
Oh my god. Oh my god, game, come on. Calm down. I'm sorry, this has to be painful. Some degree.
I'm heading out. Take care. Not seeing anything on the scans. Think you're good.
Excuse me.
Don't see anything here.
Well, I didn't get thing where there's... I don't know. Well, we can go and do this. Oh, I didn't realize the 890 was slightly over 90k. Oh, I don't know if that's a bonus though. If the bonus I'm sorry. If the bonus is 250, then that's goofy. And to remind everyone, we're going to not use grenades. Because if we do that, apparently bad things will happen. Oh? Little I think the Sucker Punch, technically, I need to lead it a little bit more. Alright, see you, Hofer. Oh, we just got the Anvil Day going on here. I see how it be. Oh, it's a... I'm sorry, it's not a hawk, it's a talon. Okay, never mind. Oh my god, I don't know what this is with this faux stealth. I'm very disappointed that it's still a thing here. Jesus Christ. Much unfortunate. In all fairness, it seems like I'm not actually taking any damage though, so like, that's something. Now the only question is going to be if I brought enough ammunition. I will say it does seem like I don't like how the new layout is with the enemies, where there's two enemies at in the main atrium, where there's two enemies that are just like literally always opposite ends of the floor. It's just like not much you can do there. Oh my god, if this is gonna keep happening. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Fucking load. Jeez. I mean, that was kind of where my bet. Oh my god. Also, was dumb of me. I am too focused on this goddamn data transmission. Oh, fuck off! I think that was totally me. Oh, Jesus, fuck! No, I definitely had another goddamn... And... Oh, fuck! Fuck! Door fucking Jesus! I just forgot to put my pens on. Oh, don't do this item bullshit. I'd have to look at that replay, though. That was actually pretty clean. The rest of this isn't gonna be. It's either gonna be here or I fail. And I fail. The side objective. What? Oh, come on. How did that miss? How did all of those miss? I feel a little bit better knowing that it was this one, because this one is kind of difficult to get to. In my opinion, this is the hardest one to get to. I really hope that they do, you know, like make, well, a boarding mission like this, but I want to say with the Polaris, and yes, I do want the Polaris. Ugh. Lovely. Also, get at least one of these dudes. Okay, this is gonna be loud, but I got chips. Oh, I have had some dropped frames this stream. Interesting. Also, is there... Okay. I'm gonna say, is there one of these dudes? Okay. The dude with the Inquisitor arms is a little bit more interesting to me because I don't like the Stitcher arms. They're not bad. The Stitcher armor is like my favorite. But also, it is... I will always say that I wish there was a clean version. Wow, I would not have seen that, dude. It is nice to have the Reliant back, even if it's not perfect. There's a lot of ships in Star Citizen that are not perfect. It does make me think of AI blades, though, because these are turrets. These are not gimbal mounts, these are turrets. To be completely frank with you, I think a fighter that just has a couple of turrets on it, yeah, it seems pretty appealing to me. Okay, let's see, what other missions do we have available? I do want to do a routine sweep with scanning to see if it is just that one thing, if it is just that mission, or if it is scanning gameplay.
Foxwell appreciates you covering that patrol, but don't go out low on ammo and other essentials. You might need them. stay safe.
I did have a moment where I was really happy. I was fighting a nomad, and um, I got its shields down, and I was like, okay.
Outlaws are attacking my ship.
I got its shields down, I went out of range, and I slung a few missiles, and was like, hell yeah. And I saw the prices of the missiles when I had to replenish them. I was like, oh. Like, now I wish I hadn't done that. I mean, it was a very effective way to win the fight. Oh, wow. Okay. It's cool that I just don't have a thing on the, I just don't have a thing for the sucker punches. Would I be willing to go with 6 guns?
I thought we were done for.
Maybe.
Good. I think we're in the clear now. Scans are clean.
Alright. The 6 guns would probably be better. If I'm completely honest. Again, like, distortions are going to be good at some point. And I think probably a lot of people are going to run a similar sort of setup where they, you know,
Hold tight while I scan the sector.
just dedicate some of their guns to distortion. Or at least that's gonna be what I think a lot of people feel like doing. Although, you know, in all fairness, it might just be the wrong call.
Looks all clear.
So I can't wait for these areas to have some FPS stuff to them.
Don't see anything here.
I'm not sure. They did say that they wanted to have the asteroid bases, you know, have stuff like that, but I don't know. Not 100% sure.
Okay, now that you're here, we need you to check the area.
Ah, here we go.
Designated points
Alright, here we go. Yep, it's just gonna be one of these things. Okay, well, that is stupid. Ugh. I swear I am not hitting that button 2 times. Pretty sure Arkel 2 has Omniskies. Pretty sure. Oh, how could I forget? Ooh. Sorry. Ooh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so other cards for 4.2. Dynamic Rain and also Lightning. There have been some reports about it that it's like, they disable your ship, but god damn it. I mean that is one of the reasons that actually makes ground vehicles useful, so that's actually nice. Like, ground vehicles themselves are not really in a good place for that, but, you know, whatever. There's also defend missions, which will be interesting. I actually think it said defend ship missions. Let me, like, space combat. Let me read that again.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Okay. Space combat mission defend. Oh, medium utility armor as well. That's another thing. Yep. Yep. Let's actually... Oh, did I only get the Foxfire, not the Explorer? Or not the jump drive? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, that also happens. Right. Can't forget about that. Oh, also the dynamic event. I'm assuming that the dynamic event is going to actually be the whole regen crisis thing, which really does make me like they've done a bad job with the events and trying to tell a story, which is okay because this is their first time trying to do it. But like a really terrible way to do an event is to introduce the concept of it and then just, you know, keep alluding to this in all the official material and then it actually not really be in game at all. Like that's a terrible way to do it. And I think that for 4.2 is actually going to be an event that has that actually builds on the regen crisis. Which by builds on I mean actually has something to do with it. So I could be wrong. It could be any number of other things, but I think that's what it is. As much as I don't want to go to Area 18, I really do need to get that engraved salvo. Roll around with that like a boss. Like a boss. See me rolling on my Segway. I know in my hearts, they know I'm white and nerdy.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
And yeah, it should be interesting. Whenever I do get whenever that Kruger Light Fighter comes out, it'll be interesting to see how that, everything plays out. 'Cause I'll tell you what, it's gonna take quite... It's gonna have to be quite the ship to make me get rid of the, Also, I do like this, but... I actually have some P5 mags. Or some P8 mags. Excuse me, wrong submachine gun. There is genuinely a part of me, also, that's like... I might prefer having 4 having, you know, the 4 size 2s and then the spare size 2s, literally just because of the whole X-Wing thing. But that might also be a little goofy, admittedly. And also these things are expensive. And it does feel like I'm doing nothing if not spending an assload of money. But it's also fine. I do kind of like the sucker punches, but it, like right now, distortion really just does not feel satisfying at all. Oh, yeah. Yep. I think actually the Foxfire might be the same stats as the Lightfire, but just literally more durable. And that's the only difference. Is there a weapons store? I feel like there was a weapons store. I just want to grab ammo. Because my 5 mags feel insufficient, but it will have to do. I think we've made some good progress, though, even though it does kind of feel like... It does feel like not too much has happened. Well, in all fairness, we can say that I was testing the patrol missions. I mean, honestly, I gotta be honest, I really don't care that... I really don't care if I don't do a lot of them. Because right now, like, the reward sucks for the script. Like, I don't want to do that. The more I'm thinking about it, just like, I want to enjoy the game. I don't want to grind for months to maybe get a ship. Like, actually, like, I'm like, oh, this is a thing to grind towards, but like the amount of it's insane. Also, Star Citizen appears to have crashed, so we're gonna let this restart here. Just give it a minute. Oh wow. Something went wrong while playing the game. Game error code 34896660927. We're going to verify real quick. And I'm going to stretch real quick and get some water. I'll throw up the AFK real quick. It's gonna be hopefully quick. Oh. Oh. Ooh. I am tired. I really need to get my sleep schedule back into a good place. Unfortunately, being up actually at a quote unquote normal time is very beneficial for a lot of other people. Me being up at a relatively normal time. But it be what it be.